10 seconds.
Have Funyun.
Can I get a jungle check?
5,
Fade to black.
3.
Vader is still Luke's father. Someone's monkeyed with the nutrient-rich banana milk, and it's all gone!
I, Mojo Jojo, have monkeyed with the milk, and I will rule Townsville with the milk I have monkeyed with. Hot, hot, hot! You cannot beat a monkey on the monkey bars, and because I am a monkey, you will not beat me!
I'll take that monkey boy!
Got the milk?
Hey folks, how you doing there at home? I'm the LH Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So last week's episode was kind of not an interesting, but a forgettable one, but it was still quite enjoyable to say the least. And you know, speaking about perfect picture, there's actually another episode that actually has the word picture in it, and this one actually came after when I drew Picture Perfect out of the box. The whole picture, the 13th episode of season 2 in the Loud House, likely above all, the 65th episode. Okay, so after I saw the episode Lock and Loud, when it came to this episode, I didn't know what to expect for it, so I read the plot, and it said, when Lincoln accidentally erases his childhood photos, he and Clyde, which I'm assuming that this was going to be another Clink and McCloud episode, attempt to recreate them before his memory fades. So I really don't have much to say about this episode. Consider that this is actually an episode that came before an abomination of an episode in season 2, as you all probably already know by now. Let's get into the whole picture.
Make your memories, take your pictures, make your memories, catch and live.
Oh, crap.
Hold still. Got it. Whoa, great shot. First mustache hair ever. This one's definitely going in the Lincoln Library.
I'm not too sure if this was actually a foreshadowing of the young actor who was going to hit puberty pretty soon, or if this was an actual foreshadowing that they were going to age Lincoln up. Still can't believe it took them 6 seasons to actually make him grow up. And you know, personally, him looking back at this mustache hair kind of reminds me a bit of that fucked up abomination with Schooled with Rusty, which I barely even call that a mustache.
Yep, it's the folder where I keep all my cherished memories. Check it out. Here's me and Lynn in the bathtub, Lori feeding me my first ice cream.
Which shirt should I wear, Daddy? The banana or the kitten?
What a tender little tidbit she will be.
Gosh, that is still so adorable.
My first mechanical pony ride.
You know, there's something about Lucy's look that I don't even get so much from time to time. I've been seeing her as a baby. First we get this kind of design, then later on we get a different design of her, how the way she looked in Not Allowed, and then we get this kind of design in the Loud House movie. The more I think about Lucy Loud looking differently in these kind of pictures, the more I think that she's actually adopted. Cause honestly, there's no way in fucking hell that Rita and Lynn actually banged each other to actually get an emo girl to look like this. And I'm still onto that subject with Grandma Harriet, how no one even talks about her anymore.
And now, my first mustache hair. Lincoln Library full. Make room for new file? Yes. Whoa, where are you going?
What's happening?
No, stop!
Violence and technology, not good bedfellows.
All my childhood memories are gone.
You know, something here doesn't really make that sense. If something actually gets deleted somewhat, there should be something on this computer that actually can restore them if they accidentally delete it. Because once they go into the trash, they'll actually still be in the trash until you actually click on it again and actually want it to be a delete forever. Shit, I still have all the previous images from the previous episodes I've actually already reviewed. But here's the solution that Clyde actually tells Lincoln about how he got all his photos back.
Don't worry, buddy. This happened to me once, but I got them all back. My dad saved them in the cloud.
There wasn't a cloud in the sky. No clouds allowed in the sky.
Myself, I save all my things on an SD card.
What do you think, Charles? More cheese? Less cheese? You're right.
You delicate melange of tomato paste, ricotta cheese, ground meat, and pasta.
Garfield, don't even think about it.
Dad, do we have the cloud?
Well, of course we do, Lincoln. We also have the sky, and the sun, and the moon.
That's not what he meant.
You idiot.
There is just one moon and one golden sun.
I mean the digital cloud, where you store stuff from your computer?
Oh, that cloud! No.
Wait just a damn minute. There's something I actually noticed when actually reviewing this episode. I remember a while back, I reviewed an episode and all the kids actually had photos that they actually wanted to put in the memory book. Wouldn't anyone actually have the photos of Lincoln actually being young with his sisters? But whatever, it was a big waste of opportunity for this episode. And yet they decided to use it later for that episode.
I can't believe it! All my childhood memory is gone forever!
Let it out, buddy.
Let it out, dear.
Let's check out her results.
No, Charles, bad! I hate Mondays.
I hate you.
Let me guess, Chris Savino made you say that. Hell, I was expecting Mr. Grouse to actually say it. That would have made me laugh more, since that old coot's got an addiction for lasagna. It's bad enough that he doesn't even own Garfield.
I guess I'll just have to remake it.
Remake it? Clyde, that's the answer!
Good idea. Helping your dad with his lasagna might take your mind off your loss.
Ow! Moron.
No, I mean, we'll remake the photos.
To my thought, that's not a really good idea to do, especially when Hollywood tries to remake some old classic movies that doesn't even make sense at all. And they lose so much the source material. I love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory more than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I love the Disney 1991 version of Beauty and the Beast more than the live-action Beauty and the Beast. Because there was a lot of things I couldn't stand with that movie. So really, it's best to just leave it alone and not do anything stupid with it.
Guys, hallway meeting!
Oh, this better be good. I was in the middle of my lunges.
Louisa, can you reroute the river?
Will do.
Oh, it's better than good. Who wants to have a really fun day recreating some classic family photos?
Hard pass.
Thanks for nothing.
Sorry, dude. We're all headed to the mall. Big sale on studded chokers. And coffin linings.
When the quick doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swing and wake.
And dual flush toilets.
Oh, man! What in the name of hell?
Shit, I guess they don't want to retake so many different photos after what happened in Picture Perfect.
Dang it, we need a plan B.
Or do we need a plan C? Get it? The C is for Clyde.
C is for kooky. That's good enough for me. Oh, kooky, kooky, kooky starts with C.
Let me guess, you meant to do that.
I get it and I like it. But wait, do you really think you can play all my sisters?
My dad and I have been doing Friday night scene study for years. I once played all the orphans in Annie. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, that was pretty much weird for me to actually hear, and I don't even want to imagine a boy actually being the lead character in Annie, especially when this is supposed to be a girl. I think it'd be probably safe to say that Disney should have stuck with Chicken Little as a girl instead of a boy.
Okay, first shot, me and Lynn in the tub. And this time, we're not taking any chances. I'm gonna use film and print hard copies.
Whatever, nerd. Who uses film anymore? Think fast!
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
Just getting into character. It's an actor thing.
I don't know if I should cringe of the fact that Clyde is actually becoming a girl, or the fact that I should cringe that Clyde is dressed like a girl. And I'm not even so fucking sure if I can actually call this racist or not. A black kid playing a bunch of white girls. fuck, that movie is still fucked up weird. What in the hell were the Wayne brothers even thinking when they made that movie?
Okay. Light's good. Water's good.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun.
Timer set.
That's really weird of the fact that Lincoln is actually smiling like that without having his chipped tooth there. And shouldn't you be naked in the tub and not wearing a fucking diaper?
Submarine destroyer!
Tell me you just didn't fucking do that, McBride.
It felt right, and I went with it.
Survey says...
Next up, Lori feeding me my first ice cream. Chair is at optimal height. Ice cream is mint chocolate chip. Diaper is snug, but not restrictive.
This is really disturbing how the way Lincoln is actually dressing himself like a baby. Considering he's just 11 years old, and the fact that season 6 that he just turned 12, didn't this make him feel embarrassed in cover girls? And if I wanted to remake my photos as a baby, I'd be wearing my footy pajamas.
Really? Well, I've seen worse. Holy sh**.
See, now me, I wouldn't have gone this way. What the hell are you thinking?
Screw you, I love my Jack Skellington footy pajamas.
Clyde, I'm ready for you on set. Clyde? Actors.
You say that like you're not.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially when you're dealing with a black boy who doesn't even know to get over his love addiction on your older sister.
Well, although I hear the Bionic Woman is a real sex machine.
Sorry, I was just, doing some character work. Sorry, Bobby. It's literally over. I'm in love with Clyde.
You idiot.
Wow, you're going to hell.
You're really better off masturbating.
Well, it worked, because you look just like Lori.
Really? Lori?
Survey says...
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This was probably the first episode I almost nearly vomited, especially seeing how blood getting in the ice cream. Then again, I've seen a decapitated human head in an ice cream cone in a horror movie called The Ice Cream Man.
Next up, my first mechanical pony ride with Lucy and Luann.
I could have played both roles. He didn't have to hire an amateur.
What's up, players? Lucy Loud is in the house.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Have you lost your damn mind? Why in the fuck would you hire this amateur? Hell, if it was up to me and my group, it'd probably be Raven or Vampire Fan. They actually would make a better Lucy Loud than this guy.
Sit, boy! Stop it! Yeah! Sit, I said! Whoa!
Wow, that's really putting the cart before the horse. Get it?
God damn it, I hate you.
And here comes one of my best favorite parts of this episode, especially when it comes to one of my favorite minor characters. And it really brings a good callback to the beginning of season 2.
Hey, Mr. Grouse, we're taking a photo and we really need someone to play Santa.
No.
What if I can make it worth your while?
I'll pay you.
Pay me what?
Money.
Done!
Hope that buffs out.
I'm not a fan of playing dress-up, but I do love your dad's lasagna.
Okay, I did not think you'd eat the whole tray, but I'm sure we can find something else for dinner.
Kid, have you not even figured out to establish that this is the universal of the Loud House Garfield? We all already know it by now.
Where's my elf?
One sec, Lincoln. Just have to finish this train.
This is pathetic. Ow!
Did that hurt? Oh, I'm sorry.
At a time like this, I can't believe they got this Christmas shit already set up at Hobby Lobby, and we haven't even accomplished Halloween already first.
Ow!
Survey says...
Oh, no!
Okay, Clyde, moment of truth. Let's see how our first roll came out.
I'm just gonna let everybody out there who's watching this review just be the judge of how these pictures look to them, because I already got my answer. Well, good luck, everybody.
These are awesome!
Oh, for the love of God! Are you serious?
No! Are you shitting me?
Are you an idiot?
Oh, honestly, are you really that blind? Even I would say.
They're crap. Crap. Mega crap. I'll give you $200 for all of them.
But more unfunny shit has to come into this episode because, hey, we still got some time left in the episode. Why don't we just throw in stupid shit? Especially when we come to the wrap-up with Lincoln's 7th birthday.
So glad we still have this thing.
We should still have the pump, though.
Wait, my 7th birthday didn't have a bounce house. It was a Lucha Libre party.
I'm gonna guess and say this is the running gag of this episode, isn't it? Cause hey, every Loud House episode needs to have a running gag to it, otherwise we're not gonna get the kids' attention. Cause, you know, we need all that green money, cause all the kids are gonna do is just watch the television, laugh, and not give a shit about what we put on the television. They're just stupid as they come and go.
If I remember the photo right, I was on the ground and Lynn was leaping on top of me.
Cool. Just give me a second to get back into Lynn's character. Okay, good to go.
You're not getting your goddamn paycheck for this one.
Buffoon! Clown! You look like a cheap mimic.
Lunatic Lynn up the 3rd turnbuckle! Aye!
Wait a minute.
Now what?
It wasn't Lucha Libre. It was circus themed.
Survey says...
You need to get off my...
Wait, what'd he say?
You know, I think I have seen Clyde actually wear that mask before. I just can't put my foot down on what episode he wore it in. But I do remember Lynn actually wearing it in Space Invaders.
Da circus! Happy birthday, nice puppy boy!
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out!
Wait, it wasn't a clown. It was a lion tamer.
God.
This is gonna get old really fucking fast as being dragged into hell.
Simba, on the ball!
Wait, it wasn't a lion tamer. It was a contortionist.
Oh, Christ. Another one!
I'm so damn glad that they never got a real lion for this, otherwise... This would have been hell for them. As bad it was for Mishaps. Oh man, it was tragic how 4 lions managed to rip him apart during one of the performances of the circus show.
I have a double-jointed elbow. Look, I can make a perfect circle.
Wow.
That's disturbing.
No, it wasn't a contortionist.
Then what is it?
It was a guy shot out of a cannon.
I can't take this shit. Are you serious?
This is gonna be a real long trip if you don't knock off the crap.
Wait a minute.
Oh no. Are you changing your mind? Because if you're changing your mind, you should definitely get me out of here.
He'll be alright, I'm sure.
Well, let's hope so, Nefario, because remember what happened to Matthew Cringe after when he was shot out of the cannon and the net for the mechanisms actually failed and he actually plummeted to the ground? Oh man, that was horrible.
Sorry to put you through that, buddy.
That's okay, Lincoln. It was nothing compared to the roof tumble I took during Fiddler last Friday family theater night.
We got a problem, Clyde. My memories are starting to slip away. We need to get through the rest of these photos fast.
Hey, he said he wanted to get all these photos done real fast, so we're actually gonna get it done fast as we can go. Yeah, I suppose Clyde was actually having a fun time making fun of Rita's gluteus maximus.
Whoa, you got a big ass!
And plus, Rita's boobs were a lot bigger than that. And is it just me, or am I the only one who feels totally fucking weird out how Lincoln actually is sitting on a potty right there, almost half-ass naked, in the backyard. What do y'all think the neighbors would be saying if they saw Lincoln like this? Anyway, let's get past through all this bullshit, because obviously I can't stand so much of this scene ever. And you know, come to think of it, there's something about this plot that doesn't really add so much up to this story. But I'll figure that out as soon as we actually get there.
Lincoln! What are you doing with all our stuff? That tiara is never supposed to touch the ground!
Shut the hell up!
It doesn't matter!
No, it doesn't really matter.
Ladies, don't worry. I'm going to put everything back right after I develop this. I can't believe I forgot to load the film.
Oh, I think that went well.
You think? Yeah. You think?
Have you lost your mind? I feel like you're upset. Bingo, Einstein!
Who do you think you're talking to? You're not married to me.
Sorry.
Sorry, mother.
Dumb broad.
Can we focus here?
Potty, sandbox, lion tamer, lasagna.
Lincoln! Snap out of it! You're babbling!
If you touch me again, I'm gonna rip your goddamn wings off.
Language, everyone.
I swear, if Lola ever slaps Lincoln again like that in future episodes, I'm gonna jump her like a bad habit with a rubber hose in my hand.
Are you okay? Clyde told us what you were trying to do. Then he caught a glimpse of Lori and lost consciousness. Don't say her name so loud.
We don't say her name, Lori. No, no, no.
We're really sorry you lost all your photos. Do you want us to help you recreate them?
Yeah, I shudder to think what you're going through.
Survey says...
Here, want a snack?
Gotcha!
Thanks anyway, guys, but it's useless. My childhood memories are already gone. I can't even remember what happened at my 7th birthday party.
I can. You had a magician. You literally freaked out about his rabbit.
You know, that flashback is really cute, and it's actually funny too. And I actually love the little foreshadowing hint that how the way Chris Savino was actually going to have this show, having like at least 25 or 26 rabbits. And I can't imagine how boring that show would have actually been.
I can't believe you remember that.
Dudes, remember what happened at Lincoln's 6th birthday party? At the bowling alley? I'll never forget that.
Oh yeah, they can remember so much of this shit, but they can't even remember how the way you actually came into the family? Then again, I think that Not Allowed was actually written by a group of teenagers. Is it just me, or are all his sisters actually bringing up all of his most embarrassing moments? Because honestly, I don't see Lincoln or Lisa actually laughing about this.
Do you guys remember that time when Lincoln deleted all of his photos off the computer? That was this morning. I know, remember?
Shit, I didn't know Lenny could actually be that cruel.
How about that? People may die, but stupidity is forever.
And that's lame.
Yeah, what about the time Lincoln got into Mom's cosmetics? Now there's a story you couldn't make up.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I'll give Luann this. At least that's not too embarrassing. That's actually really cute. And that kind of little short flashback moment kind of brings a little callback to one of the boys if Lincoln was actually in a different universe as a girl. Again, that's still creepy as fuck. It's still Lincoln.
In the time he spent all day on his bike trying to catch the end of the rainbow? Or the time he wore his Blarney the dinosaur costume every day for a week? Oh, how about how he got his chipped tooth?
Now that would have been an actual fascinating episode on Lincoln's childhood. Throughout this entire episode, we would actually see how Lincoln's childhood actually turned out, especially how the way he actually got his chipped tooth. Because there are most things that are better off to actually show and not tell. Especially when you think about the rhino and James and the Giant Peach.
Turns out I have nothing to worry about. With all my sisters, it's like having the Lincoln Library times 10. I'm pretty sure whatever's happened in my life, they'll help me remember it.
Shit, why didn't you go to them in the very beginning of this episode instead of just trying to recreate the photos yourself?
Kronk, help me out here.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Ah, shit. Someone who actually wrote the episode didn't know what else to think of.
How about that time Lincoln tried to climb the shelves to get cookies?
Holy shit, I can't believe this is actually the first time we see Lincoln's ass cheeks.
That one I'd rather forget.
Yeah, no shit.
He's right, that's something that he doesn't actually want to remember. As bad as some things I don't even want to remember. Shit, I can't even forget about the incident when I used to lick the cream filling off the Oreo cookies.
Well, always leave them laughing.
Now this is actually a great picture that would have been given to their parents for their anniversary present. And you know, come to think of it, it also reminds me a bit of Out of the Picture, which I reviewed long time back in my season 1 episode reviews. And that one's a really good episode compared to this and Picture Perfect. Then again, I feel so much to watch present tense, because that was a great team up that all the siblings had to do for their dad's birthday. And with all those pictures, Lincoln should have asked his mom to see if they actually still have the pictures. This would have actually saved time from this episode.
Perfect start to the new Lincoln Library. Now with Cloud Backup.
Who used all my lipstick? You've got company. Better run.
So this was the whole picture. Okay, so this episode was so much better than Picture Perfect. It's not great, but it's actually okay in my opinion. Especially there were some things I actually really liked and enjoy. I like all the little flashback pictures when Lincoln was taking a bath with Lynn and how Lori was feeding him ice cream. And I really loved how the ending turned out, except for the part when Lola actually slaps Lincoln in the face. It was actually great to see so much of the flashbacks and seeing a couple of heartwarming areas. And yeah, I am the kind of person who gets fueled by memories, and I like to keep my good, bad, and sad memories with me. In fact, I put them in a book that I am actually writing. And with Lincoln accidentally deleting his photos off the computer and actually trying to recreate them, I felt like that part was a little absurd. I'm sure I'm not the only one that this has actually happened to, but how many out there have accidentally deleted something off your computer and there was a suggestion on your computer to actually restore the images? Because it kind of seems to me that Lincoln's computer would have had that kind of function, but whatever. But if I had to nitpick with this episode, I would say it's the humor. I felt like they were too much forced into it. Like, there are some laughable moments, but some of these jokes just fall flat from time to time. Especially at the part where Lincoln is trying to figure out what he did on his birthday party and Clyde actually ends up getting injured. And even some of the memorable flashbacks that the sisters actually bring up in the end, those felt like they were kind of embarrassing moments to Lincoln. And I don't know about any of you guys out there, but so many people had a field day with this episode and started shipping Lincoln and Lynn together when they were in the bathtub just once. Hell, there were some photos online when Lynn is 13 and Lincoln is 11, and it's kind of a little cringeworthy, even though the subtitle texts are actually in Spanish. So with my full thoughts, the second part of the act where Lincoln and Clyde were trying to recreate the memories was pretty stupid. The jokes were a little bit forced. But if there was one big thing I would try to fix with this episode, it would actually be the storyline itself, because somewhat I thought this was actually going to be a childhood memory episode. But no, somehow we get this from the beginning and in the very end. And like I said before, when the sisters actually tell Lincoln about his embarrassing moments, you know, somehow the heartfelt should have outweighed that. And you know, in the very beginning, if Lincoln actually had some embarrassing photos and he didn't want so much to keep them, he would go around with each one of his sisters and they would tell such a good memory about him that's worth actually keeping. That would have been a big saving grace. And speaking about childhood, there's something I still need to investigate with Not Allowed and this episode. I gotta have a word with the group about this to see where we can actually connect with these stories. But this will be for another time once we connect the dots. So for me, this is not my personal favorite episode, but somehow it felt a little better than Picture Perfect. And it could have been so much better for what it turned out to be. I'm the Loud House Critic. Now it's on to a Lisa Loud episode, which I'm really not gonna have a good time reviewing.
Me time, a little room to breathe, time, a little quiet and peace I've never had.
Anyway, there's only one way to find out how old this bone is, and that is to radiometrically date it.